We're live.
I don't know if people are supposed to hear the we're live part, but um, it is what it is. Hold on, I'm trying to put this TikTok on. We're just gonna leave them on for a little bit because TikTok is real finicky, boy. They um they kick us off quick, fast, in a hurry for little to nothing. Um, but let's get into it. Hey, ooh, Leanne, why you got that up so loud? Hey, Leanne. So let's go. Welcome back. Welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answers.
The place to come to get all the answers that you need. We have all the answers that you want, that you need, some you didn't know you needed. We have it. But now the key is the caveat. What you do with those answers are up to you. If they work for you, cool. If they don't, it wasn't us. We don't really know what we're talking about. So it is what it is. You take the advice the way you want to take it. So Lee, what's going on with you?
Nothing.
This is where we're gonna be at all night.
Listen. Chill.
I'm listening. Is this where we're gonna be all night? So I'm asking.
I just need you to relax, bro.
Ain't no relaxing. You know what I mean? It's Friday. We got
Chill.
we got an hour. Ain't no chill. You know what I mean? You got to chill on your day off. You feel me? We got NBA Live 95.
Hey, yo. Relax.
You know,
Hey, you know the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight tonight too.
yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't know how real it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
That's
I
why
don't
I want
know.
to see it.
But see, that's why I don't want to see it, because we don't know what the outcome, how to judge this outcome. Is it going to be totally rigged so that Jake Paul can get this W, or is will this be a real fight?
Yeah, because there's no way he's beating Anthony Joshua.
China Walker said, "Hey, yo, relax." Leanne, you got him in the joint talking about relax. This is crazy. Why? Okay. I don't know what this relax is. It ain't no relaxing. Okay.
You need to calm down.
You need to calm up. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Calm up. Okay. It's Friday night and the weekend's here. We need to unwind. Hey, look at that. So, but anyway, so I don't know about the fight. But let's get Leanne, Vaughn, how are you doing, man?
I'm chilling. It's a good day. I guess I'm over this rain or it being wet. But that's it.
That's what she said.
I don't know if anybody's over being wet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not
over it.
Nobody wants to leak forever.
Oh, I don't know about. Well, that sounds like a whole nother problem. That sounds like something else. You know,
that might be an issue.
That definitely might be an issue. So if you leaking forever, go see somebody. And I would say, tell whomever you're about to engage with, like, listen, this has been leaking for a while. Just give them the choice to say no. Okay. So yeah, with the fight, hopefully it's a real fight. Hopefully it ain't a payoff. I mean, this is more money than most fighters make, so we'll see what it do. You feel me? We'll see what it do. So, but we're all good. Leanne, what you got for us? Oh, anything this week? Anything this week that anybody want to talk about? What's up, Kyle?
Did you want to? I sent you about the long
hot topics.
Yeah. Hot topics.
What was it about?
Having those long. Huh? I couldn't hear you.
That's more of a topic we'll get into. Anything like in the news that was
Okay.
kind of, something like that before we really get into the meat and grind. Anybody in the chat, anything you guys, saw, heard, wanted to talk about? Hey, TikTok, we're only be on for a second. If you guys want to come over, Nothing But Answers on YouTube, check us out. We here. So I mean, this week I didn't really see much this week. To be honest, how about you, Lee? You see much this week that was like newsworthy?
Nah, not really. Not really.
Yeah, it was really kind of outside of 50 Cent's going and everybody. It was kind of quiet week. But okay, let's get into it. You said you saw something, Vaughn, about an engagement or something?
Yeah, about having a long engagement. And I'm saying long engagement is anything past 2 years for me. 2 or 3 years. And
okay, long engagement, 2 years. 2 years. Why would someone be engaged for 2 years? Good question.
We'll be engaged for longer than that, 4, 5, 6 years. Damn, that's like the
6-year
longest lease
engagement
in the world, right? Your apartment lease is what, 2 years at times?
I would say you got engaged, you found out some things you like about her, so you're like, I'm just going to not fully buy this car because I didn't know it had all this trouble under the hood. The engine was bad. Who knew the engine was bad?
Drive it till it breaks.
Yeah, right. But the difference of putting your name on the line and having something that you can just walk away from is a big difference, right? Once you kind of lock yourself into that lease for 2 years, you got to do 2 years or whatever the case may be. So I think some people are like, I feel comfortable with, but I don't want to buy fully, right? Buying fully would lead me to separate from this thing would be more of a headache. Yep. So I guess that's why someone would go into a long-term engagement. Now, the question really would be, why would a woman continue to stay in a long-term engagement? Long-term engagements equal low self-esteem. Just saying, that's what China said. And that's what I'm saying, that why would you stay in something? I proposed to you, said I want to be with you, and then I never closed the deal, right? What would be the point in staying in that as a woman? I can see, like I said, as a dude, like I got this. I can walk away from anytime I want. I don't really have to buy it. I'm getting all the things I need, I guess, or I'm seeing what I need, or it's easy way out. What would be the point for a woman to stay? What do you think, Leanne? Is there any high tolerance for the BS? Listen, she must have a high tolerance for the BS. Go ahead, Leanne. That's what China said, and I agree. What you got, Leanne?
Hope. The disillusion of thinking that you going to be with somebody long term, and you know deep down in your heart it ain't never going to happen, but you keep hoping and wishing and praying and
keep holding on. Word. So do you think that woman, and maybe what China said with the low self-esteem, or could also be that it's all about the marriage, the illusion of being married, but not actually being married? I'm chasing this title, but not the actual thing.
I don't know.
Anybody? Go ahead, Vaughn.
I don't know. I don't know. That's crazy. It's the title. That means you got all of the duties, but none of the benefits. You're concubine.
Well, but what about him then, right? Because he's in it as well. So it's not a one-sided proposition, right? They both are in it for some reason, and they're both staying and not allowing the deal not to be closed. So even for him, what's the point? And like I said, I guess it's easier to walk away from, but if you're not truly happy, why stay as a man?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Most dudes, I don't know. Well, the dude is getting everything that he wants. If the dude ain't happy, if he ain't happy, I don't know. He might have low self-esteem too. Something might be wrong with him.
But he can't be happy, right? Because if he's truly happy, he'd have closed the deal, right? So there's something missing where he said he got down on one knee and made the proposal, but then he didn't follow through. So something on his end as well is missing, right? Something is not allowing him to take that next step. And what would that be? So there got to be some apprehensions or some things, or maybe he was never truly ready to commit anyway. He did it to shut her up, right? All right, let me give her this ring to shut her up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so then even with that, it's not cool. Dude don't want to get, like, it don't sound like he wanted to get married, but he was like, I'm going to give you this to pacify you for the moment, you know, for the 8 years that you put up with it. And at a certain point, somebody got to make a decision, because even with her, she has to make a decision. Like, do I want to keep putting up with this false promise? Because that's what it really is. You know, and how long do you do it? Like you said, I think somebody said something about 8 years. 8 years is a long time, you know, to do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
and I don't
crazy.
know.
Which one call it? It used to be 7 years. What did they call it? Common law was 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you had to break up in the 6th year and get back. But
it's interesting.
No way.
You know? Yeah, that's interesting. All right, well, Leanne, what you got for us? I don't know. We got to get some married people to tell us, or some people who've been engaged for a long time. And I wish Ruth was here real fast, because Ruth, before she got married, so she said their deal was they moved in together, but they only had 3 months to either make this engagement a wedding or to not be together anymore. That was their deal, because they said we had to move in because they didn't want to initially do it, from my understanding. But the caveat was like, look, we're going to move in together, but you got 3 months, and if you don't do it in 3 months, gone. And if you make those if you make those boundaries, you have to stick to it. You have to say, you know what, I'm going to these boundaries, and I'm going to walk away. Come in. So, all right, Leanne, what you got for us? That was interesting.
I just put everybody on warning with this one. Just know I'm about this life.
Is the violence?
I 100% co-sign.
Hey, TikTok, we signing off because we don't know what she's gonna do. We ain't trying to get named.
Here we go.
It's very important that we all acknowledge violence is not the answer. Okay, violence is the question. Yes is the answer. Beat that person's ass today. It's very important that we all acknowledge violence is not the answer. Okay, violence is the question. Yes is the answer. Beat that person's ass today.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, real fast before we get that. So China said, can you share how a man thinks? Honestly, it's the best perspective to give that young lady that's actually in a long-term engagement. Yeah, I would say if you're in a long-term engagement, then he don't love you long time. Okay, so you have to really set up some boundaries, I would say. Because even as a man, I don't want to string anybody along. So I would say I would have to go through with the contract and say we got to get married. But maybe when you get engaged, you might want to ask that question, women. Put boundaries in place. Like say, hey, listen, we're only going to do this for this amount of time, then I'm gone. And you got to be able to leave at that point. You feel me? But back to Leanne. Leanne's about Yeah, that's what. Listen, we do have to stand on things, and I think that the problem today is that we don't stand on things. We don't hold our own boundaries, and if you don't stick to your own boundaries, how's somebody else? So
know that you're gonna be okay.
Say again, Leanne.
Know that you're gonna be okay. You don't need that person for validation, for love, because I don't know that they loved you in the first place. If they sit there and string you along for 4, 5, 8 years. That's insane.
That's true. You have to love yourself more than a so-called relationship. And I would even go so far as to saying, if, like Vaughn kind of said, if you're doing all the things and he's doing all the things that make it look like such, why wouldn't you want to complete the act if that's your goal? Now, again, and obviously if you ask somebody to marry you, you're telling that person, my goal is to make you my wife, and they're telling you, my goal is to be your wife, right? So this is what should happen. If it doesn't happen, then we have to say the goals weren't met and be strong enough to walk away. But I think in that time, people just intertwine their life so much, it makes it more and more difficult to walk away. So really, in engagement, I think when I talk to my daughter, I think you need to talk about what engagement means. Right? What does it mean that you're engaged? Could we like, it means we're going to get married. Well, what does that mean and what does it look like? We have to map things out. I'm big at asking, what do you mean by you want to marry me?
Gonna have a baby. Dun, 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 na, 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 na.
So, so what you said you want violence, right? What are we talking about here?
I'm talking reciprocal energy.
So you're one of the person you want to return the energy that someone gives to you.
Absolutely.
But doesn't that hurt you more than it hurts them?
No, because here's your mail.
Here's your what?
Here's your mail.
Here's your mail?
Yeah, you sent for it. You sent it. Mm-hmm. I'm sending it back.
Right. And it might end in handcuffs.
That's okay.
It's not okay for me because now you're in jail. So the mail landed you in jail. Now you're somebody's girlfriend.
Never mind.
See, some people cool with it. Me and Vaughn are not cool with that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Cool in the gang. See, I don't really believe in returning energy because I don't allow anybody's energy to dictate my energy. So, excuse me. So how you move doesn't dictate how I'm going to move. Like, cause I'm not a puppet. So only puppets somebody will be able to control them, right? I'm Geppetto. I control the puppet.
My mom says that, like, because I used to get so mad. She was like, you know what mad is? I was like, no. She's like, mutual assured destruction. So you can get mad if you want to, but you go. And I'm not. No, I've been detained for a little while, and that. Nope.
Detained.
It's cool. Like, it's cool till the third or fourth bang when that door bang that because you know you're like, damn, I really can't go nowhere.
So bro, Vaughn's comments are strictly and only his. They do not reflect the channel's perspective. No, I don't want to be detained at all. I don't want my movement restricted, not even in the least. Okay. I am tough until I see handcuffs. And then sir, I don't know what I was thinking about when I said that to you. I apologize. Humbly, I apologize. Me in jail or handcuffs, even going down to the police station is terrifying. So I can't do it. Right. I am too handsome. I'd be worth a couple cartons of cigarettes on the open market. I can't go to jail. I'm cool on that.
This guy.
Like Leanne is cool with jail, right? She said she wouldn't mind being Big Shirley's new thing.
No, I ain't gonna be Big Shirley's new thing. I'm going to be in either solitary confinement. Yes, I'm going to be either in solitary or I'm going to be in the loony portion of things because
you gotta.
How that bird get in here?
Exactly. And I will
still gotta go through
myself. I will poop on myself
every day. You gotta go through that
processing
first. You gotta go through processing first, and everybody is in a tank when you going through processing. Everybody's together.
I'm in the tank, and I'm also poopy. Stay away from me.
It don't matter. They beat.
So
it
right.
don't matter.
So, yeah. So that's what I heard. I think I was listening to another pod, and they were talking about in jail, and they said that the problem you get is some people don't understand. So the heroin addicts, when they're in there and they're going through it, they like throw up on themselves and stuff. And the one guy, you better not, he don't understand. You better not do it. I'm gonna beat you up, and they do it. And then what are you gonna do? Beat them up while they're all poopy? It's crazy. So it's just a horror story, and I choose to comport myself in a way that I do not respond to your energy unless I have to. Right? I don't want to. And today, like I said, I feel like today with that type of attitude, you have to be ready to die, because when people today have no sense. So when you say something back to someone, that they may respond in a way that's crazy. They may go 0 to 100. So I don't want to beep at you. I don't want to cuss at you, because your response, which I can't control, you may not cuss back. You may do something else. Right? So that's what we got to think about today.
It's just too many cameras. That's all. It's just too many cameras. You're gonna
but I don't want the cameras to catch me expiring, right? I don't want them to see me expire, right? That's not what I want to see, because you said F me, I said F you, and now you did something back to me that's crazy. I'm cool on that.
The 90s was dangerous. It's like that too.
Not like today. They have no.
Today you got a bunch of the kids today. The kids is all special. They're very special. 85% of the children are special, and you ain't never had this many.
You mean like good athletes? No, that's not true, Vaughn, because the crack era had the crack babies coming out.
We got the kids of the crack babies now, and the grandkids of the crack babies now.
Yeah, well,
that is their system.
It's just like I think it's lawless right now.
It's the Wild Wild West.
It's the Wild Wild West, and I think it's also perpetuated with the TikToks and the YouTubes, and we see this all the time, and that does get in your head when you see it all the time. And I think people are acting that way. That's why this year has been absolutely insane, even though they say like murders and things are down, but I think they're more heinous acts are being taken part. So I don't know what you got, Leanne. Pay attention.
Imagine going out to eat with your friends. You're having the time of your life. So much fun. You go to the bathroom, you come back, everything's cool or whatever. When it's time for checks, your check says, watch the company you keep. You deserve better. You don't mention it to anyone. Then as you leave, the waiter walks up to you, whispers to you, they were talking about you really bad when you were in the bathroom. Would you say something right then and there? Or would you let it go? Or would you bring it up another time? 6 of y'all. It was 6 of y'all.
So a woman doesn't have dignity to you if she gives it up to
No, she does. She has dignity if she gives it up on the first night. I mean, she sounds like a good girl.
Yeah, she's special. I appreciate her
like
openness.
She sounds like she's a woman doing what she needs to do. So I don't know in that case would I say something, because how do you know you can trust the waiter?
But I would definitely keep my eye open from that point forward.
Right. But I think we should be keeping an eye open anyway. I just don't know if that because I've done things like that for the heck of it. Hey, you might say something, so I don't know if that's enough. What's up, Doc?
Hey guys, sorry I'm late.
It's okay. We're gonna dock your pay. How are you doing?
Hey, Doc.
What up, Doc?
He gonna dock my pay. Hey, I got stuck in Lee's neck of the woods.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, I was in Pennsgrove having some dinner.
Oh,
who said you laughing?
Right, so you was down there near my I'm down in Pennsgrove.
Oh, for real?
I'll be down there. Yep, I know where you was at. You was at that Italian restaurant. I know right where you was at. That's the best one out.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You said, "Yup." You came down there for Italian.
Yes.
But yeah. So what would you guys do? Would you guys say anything, Vaughn?
Me?
Yes. Would you say anything?
I would just keep. I just. You know what? Eventually, I would. Well, it's 5 of them. Right
Yeah,
now, 5 of my guys, I can't get them all at the same time. Yeah, I got to do that one by one. Or either I got to watch it.
And you, Leanne, the same?
I'm like, yo.
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just slowly removing myself from the situation.
Y'all terrible friends.
Because I don't know that the waitress has any ill will. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the waitress went out of their way to say something to you because they see something going on at your table,
that could hurt you.
I'm going to take some heed to it, and I'm definitely going to play you different. I'm not going to just... We're not besties anymore or anything like that. I'm just going to watch the company I keep, just like the waitress said.
Yeah, I'm done with both of y'all because you don't know if they're
telling
you.
And beyond that, I would think that I would have some type of inclination as to what's going on anyway. Now, if I didn't have any inclination and they always proven themselves to be A1 day one, I might let that slide. But if there's a tread of distrust there already or ill feelings there already, then nah.
Okay, Estelle Denise said, I would pay my bill, leave, and they would never hear from me again. I wouldn't say anything unless they asked. So I don't know how good of a friend you guys are either, because if I'm there, and like you said, and I kind of agree with Leanne a little bit, like if I'm with Leanne and someone's like, yo, we got to watch out for her, I'm not believing that, right? I'm like, yo, you hear what they said? This joint, and we're going to beat the waitress up. We're going to jump her. Come like, Leanne, you heard what she said? She's trying to, get in between us. Like I said, I think you got to know your friends. And if there was some already a feeling, like Leanne said, then I kind of agree, like, this is confirmation, right? I've been asking for a sign. Boom, big sign, got 2. But you got to take everything with a grain of salt. I'm not going to turn on my friends because somebody I don't know said something. They could be crazy, or they could have a bad problem with their friends and they saw us having fun. And then they're like, hey, yo, because we're separate, they're going to now say something to put the seed in there to, you know what I mean? So you got to be careful. So, yeah, that's how I would give it up. Basically, Doc, it was people were out to dinner. I think 6 people. One person went to the bathroom. What they wrote something on a receipt saying, watch the company you keep. And then when they were leaving, they said something to them, said something again to them, like, they were talking about you bad when you left or something. And the question was, what do you do with that information? So, it's kind of tough because you don't know if this person is cuckoo could chew themselves and just trying to start divide, or they could be telling the truth.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough. Doc froze on us. Go ahead, Leanne, what you got? Give us something. And we're going to get into some year review too, guys, tonight. So we're going to bring up some of these old things where they were wrong about some of the things they said, and I was probably right.
Oh my God.
What brings you in?
Hi, my butt hurts, like around the entrance.
Around the entrance?
Yeah.
It's an exit. It's going to keep hurting as long as you keep calling it an entrance.
Oh.
Change the traffic pattern, you'll think.
What? What?
Oh, that's funny.
I don't.
That is funny.
Excuse Leanne. This is This is what happens when you leave her up to her own devices. This is what we get. I don't even know what just happened. I kind of missed it.
It's an exit.
I don't know what we're supposed to say about that.
I just wanted y'all to know, like, somebody might be having the same problem, and that is advice. That's life advice right there.
So you're saying it's don't put entrance on it anymore?
Don't put entrance on it no more.
So is that what you stopped putting interest on it? Is that what happened?
Wow, I never put interest on it.
Oh, okay.
That was never my testimony. Never my testimony.
You know, I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I was gonna go further. I'm not gonna go further. Can we just move on, please? Because
it makes sense that it's going to keep hurting if you keep calling it an entrance.
Why was she calling it an entrance? I don't know. Why did she call it an entrance?
Well,
I don't understand why she called it entrance in the beginning. That's why I'm just so lost. I don't know. I'm so lost.
Because somebody said, "Come here, baby, let me put the tip in."
Yeah, it could have been.
What? That's a red flag for me. Taking the leftovers on your first date with someone.
Leave the food.
I have to agree. But who wanted to take the food, you or her?
We both didn't want it to go to waste.
And can you tell us why taking the food is
I'd love to hear this.
An ick?
It has something to do for me financially. I think that leftovers, when you take leftovers, it's when you're in a relationship. As a first date, you just eat whatever you want. And if there's leftovers, you can leave them there and then you can go your separate ways.
I've received such an outpouring of love from Black men.
That's very, very interesting. You go on a date, first date, there's leftovers. Is it a bad thing to take the leftovers? She said you're poor if you take the leftovers. So first thing first, are you poor if you take the leftovers? What do we think?
Am I paying for this?
Most likely, because we're the men, so most likely that's our part.
I'm taking everything. I'm taking everything.
Okay.
I'm taking this home. I'm just going to work tomorrow.
Leanne?
I'm taking my leftovers. That's not even an option. That's not poverty. That's provision.
Who raised you? Right.
Doc?
Yeah, why are you leaving food you paid for?
Right.
Okay. So let's take it a step further. And Stella Denise says, is that a thing? Okay, so it's first date, right? We both have food left over. Now, I think what she was saying, he said he takes both the leftovers. He takes your leftovers because you didn't want them, and he takes his leftovers. Is that now a problem?
No.
Okay.
So it's going to somebody.
Right.
It's not being wasted.
Okay. So I would say that's kind of disgusting. Only because I don't know you. First date, I don't know you, so I'm eating after you. Now, if I haven't put anything in your mouth yet, huh?
Exactly. First day, if you trying to hit, that's nasty too.
No, it's nasty if I don't get it. If I don't hit, it's definitely nasty. So it could tend to, so that's the problem with the leftovers. If I hit already, it's not nasty. If I never hit, then it's nasty, right? I can't eat.
But if you have the potential to hit,
well, you don't know if you have the potential.
Right, that's ridiculous.
You do know if you have potential,
but you want to. You want to. So
wait. Time out. This is the thing. I don't know if I'm kissing everybody, so I can put my penis in you and not put my tongue in your mouth. It's totally different.
Oh, okay. So, also, I'm not eating off of your plate.
Wow. Okay.
Now, if you have food that's like something that's like we order wings, it's 20 wings left over, but they ain't go on your plate or you ain't bite off of them, I'm taking them. But if you start to eat like a steak, I'm not doing that. That's just
think
nasty.
about
Y'all
she had
do that
Alfredo, Vaughn. She had Alfredo. She ate half the Alfredo, chicken Alfredo.
Oh no, man. That's flu soup. I'm good.
I'm cool.
Just try to give me cooties.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like I said, so because everybody don't want to tongue everybody down. That's not the thing. It's not a thing. But hey, I don't think it's poor. I think it's a poor decision for me to take your leftovers. That's wild. I would take my leftovers. I'm not taking yours.
I wouldn't take it off a plate.
That ain't again.
Yeah.
If they want to take the leftovers and my leftovers, go ahead. That has nothing to do with me.
Nah, I'm gonna look weird. I think I would look at weird if a girl. She's like, "Yeah, you ain't gonna finish that. I'm gonna take that too."
If I bit off of it already, or
you gonna take mine too? Well, you know what? I'm wrong. I just lied. I changed my stance. Her taking my food means I'm definitely gonna hit it. So I'll be like, okay, right? She's saying she's willing to accept whatever I got. Okay, so you take my food, ding, 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 ding. I'll be like, so okay, change my mind. Take my food because you're gonna take my dick later. Okay, Leanne, what else we got? Hey, you know my
That's
food
like
comes-
wiping off the top of the bottle if you plan on kissing somebody. Like, why you wipe off the bottle with ending on kissing them?
I think it's an instinctive reaction. I think you do it instinctively. I think you don't really think about it. Because that's the same thing as real fast before we play that, Vaughn. Leanne, before we play it. That's like people saying, well, can you use someone else's toothbrush? And a lot of people say no. Right? People say no, but I'm like, you didn't brush your teeth with my penis plenty of times. So why can't we share toothbrushes? So it's kind of the same thing for me. People be like, no, we can't do it. But this penis has been all over the place. So I'm just saying, it's the same. So is it okay to use people's toothbrush? Yes or no? Leanne. No. See, there we go. Vaughn. No. See, you say you can eat off the plate, but you can't use the tooth. Y'all need to make it up. Y'all standards is crazy.
No.
Using the toothbrush. That's crazy.
I'm not taking your leftovers either.
Okay. But
now, if you want to take mine, fine.
Would you take the? Never mind. Go ahead. I ain't even going to ask that question.
All right, I was about to go there, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Only black women get to do the shit that black women do.
Now don't do that.
Carlos Miller goes in explaining why black women get away with too much.
And we don't got it easy and good out here.
I'm not saying that you got it easy and good, but all the other women from all the other cultures do not get to get away with none of the shit that black women do.
What do we get away with?
Exactly. That's the shit that I'm talking. You on here talking. In Dubai ain't got no podcast. They husband walk in, stop talking. On here with an opinion. With your titties out. Showing your shoulders.
I'm cutting up, huh?
Man,
he ain't lying though.
If we were in Russia and your daddy walked in here and drug you out by your hair, could nobody in this bitch say nothing?
Oh my God.
Podcast.
Do you agree that black women get away with too much in America?
Were you raised with your mom and father?
So real fast, we go to the chat. Estelle Denise said, sucking dick and brushing your teeth for two different things. Hell no. And China said, I am screaming. Okay.
Y'all have a different toothpaste.
Hey, listen, right. Listen, this oral gel that I'm giving out and I can't use a toothbrush, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't mind.
No, Daryl, you're tripping.
All the nasty stuff we did the night before, and you worried about a toothbrush?
I am.
You know, for what? You might have your tongue into my butt, and you talking about their toothbrush? Come on now, stop it.
I know for sure I definitely didn't.
Get on here and lie. You get on here and lie. Stop lying. Like, listen, when that door closes, everything goes. So stop with the toothbrush. I ain't gonna get on here and try to dignify. I never would ever do that. Yes, you would. So,
I'm gonna just let that one go because he gonna go on forever. And I tapped out 20 minutes ago.
We're gonna be real on the end of the year. Look, Doc shaking her head. She's like, "Yeah,
This is all Daryl confessionals. this is a Daryl confessional. Let me put on my robe and get the little red hat. Go ahead.
It goes down. So
what have you done, my son?
A toothbrush, the least of my worries.
Dolomite said, "No one knows where the nose goes once the door closes."
You understand me?
I can tell you what.
Hey, don't act like everybody's saints in here. They saints. Okay, anyway, go ahead. So, Carlos, what do you think about what he was saying that black women get away with everything? What do we think about that?
Yes.
We'll start with the black women. Is there any truth, anything that remotely is correct about what he said about that?
I would think that the only person who would say that is someone who's not a black woman and has not had our experiences.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree.
So wait.
I would take it a step further. I would say you must don't know any black women because who's getting away with what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. His whole premise to me, and he's a comedian, so I don't know how much he really was saying things that were true other than saying things for maybe clickbaity. But black people in general don't get away with anything, right? So I don't know what he's saying. It didn't make sense to me. What do you got going?
He said, in comparison to other races, like he showed you, like in Russia, y'all can't do this. Over in Dubai, he said, y'all can't do this, which honestly, they can't. The freedom, like the stuff that black women do get to do, a lot of other places they don't get to do it.
So, but when you say about
different cultures,
I'm sorry, Vaughn, but when you say white women, when you say Puerto Rican women, when you say anybody in the United States gets to do these things, that wouldn't be exclusive to black women when you're talking about a certain country
culture.
Or that country cultures that may have some of these rules that are specifically for that area. So again, it wouldn't be black women. It would be women outside of these areas can do more than these women in these areas. So again, it's still a false narrative that he's presenting.
Culture. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because we all grew up with Asian, Indian,
and they all acted the same.
Different. They did not. It was a percentage of them that got away with that, but in whole, their culture did not allow a lot of the things that that we're allowed to do, or that the women in our culture.
I don't agree.
Okay.
I don't agree because that's what Americanized is. Like people come here and they start to move more American, Americanized. Even you see the things now where they show the kids are not following tradition like they used to do and things of that nature. Here in America is different than other places, right? So
I would say exactly what I said.
I would say the opposite of what you're saying. There may be a few that maybe follow culture, but I'm telling you, everybody I know, everybody in the hood I grew up with, they march, they dress like us, they move like us, they did like us. I don't know, for the most part, people doing like if they stuck to their culture, we wouldn't know them. They wouldn't be out with us.
Okay,
you feel me?
And the people that you were out with, the people you were out with, and the people that you know, is how big of a percentage of their culture. Not a large percentage.
I said overall. I'm talking about in general. I think most people are, you go to school and things of that nature, and you start to get indoctrinated into, that's what indoctrination is. You get indoctrinated into this new society, these new things. You start doing things. All of us do. So I would say the same thing. If you're outside of that, again, there are some homes that are more, and there's some black homes with black women that may be more strict and don't allow them to do things. It does happen, but you just saying in a blanket thing, saying people can't do things and they're getting more, that's just not true. not here is not true. It's just not.
Okay.
And I agree with you. I agree with Daryl that it's a United States versus other cultural thing, not a black woman versus these other cultures.
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's just the divide we have in our heads that we make us feel this way, right?
I don't have a divide in my head about it. With one thing for sure, two things for certain. When you do say something and you say black woman in front of it, it automatically throws up a wall where even the black woman that was on the show said, I gotta agree with you on that. But cool, y'all right.
So again, a lot of these shows have people who don't have the wherewithal or the educational background to really have these discussions, right?
Is that the same thing that we got then?
They don't. Well, again, I know I study certain things. So I don't know about we. Okay. I know I don't have that because I try to study being American African man from descendants of slaves. I try to study these things. I try to research and look at numbers and these types of things. I'm just saying from a black woman, black man perspective to say that we are different than other cultures as a whole. I think that it's a melting pot, right? And our culture is really a dominating culture in America. So people really act like we do. Most of the people you see are trying to be more like black women, right? They want the bodies, they want the lips, they want, sometimes the hair is not much, but they want certain things of us. So I think it's a combination. It's a combination, but I just don't think that black women are getting away with anything.
They don't want that lack of privilege. So they don't want that lack of privilege that we have.
Right.
But what he was saying is that the way we have in our culture with our women, they have more freedoms, like how they're able to speak, like how Leanne and Doc are on here right now. They have the opportunity to speak and lead in this time. Then a lot of other cultures. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the example that he gave in comparison to the example that he gave, like y'all just said, our culture leads a lot, right? Which means we're different than everyone. We have something different. They have something to aspire to or to look forward to look at. There's a goal set if they're following you, and we're the goalposts, and they're following what our women are doing. Now they want to have the hair because they're not allowed to have it. They want to show their bodies. They're not allowed to do it. They want to have the spirit that to speak, where they're not allowed to do it in their cultures.
Women can wear what they want here. I'm sorry, Leanne. Go ahead.
Dude.
Oh, let Leanne go. Go ahead, Leanne. Sorry. Go ahead, Leanne.
I would say that the movement and the way that all women are here is different because of the fact that women fought for these rights here and won. And most of the fight started with white women being able to vote, being able to say what you want to say. Like feminism, like that didn't start with black women. Black women took it on. Black women made the push behind it, but that's not a black woman thing.
Okay.
I agree, and I think what Doc said first is really the biggest thing. As a black woman, how can a man tell a black woman what her experience is and what she can or can't do, or the advantages she has or doesn't have? I think they would know more than we would. And I think, go ahead.
He's a very well-traveled businessman, right? Or a traveled person. If he's looking, what do you mean? This Carlos Miller.
Right.
He
so just because
the world on tours,
he's not a black woman. I don't care where he been.
No. I don't care where he been. I didn't even. It don't matter. What I'm saying that is, he's telling you your experience. He's saying I've seen other experiences, and in comparison to those experiences, our women are here, and people are following. They're looking at y'all.
So
So it ain't even. He didn't even kick y'all. He didn't even say anything to kick y'all down.
No, he
did
did.
not.
He did.
Okay, you're right. I'm good.
He to me, he did how he framed it. First of all, I would say he's very niche, right? He's not a world. The crowd he has at most of his shows that I see are us, right? So he's not a crossover artist, right? So he's going to places that look like us for the most part. And I don't know how long you said, well, Trap. I don't know how long he stays in these places. I don't know how how much he's out and about. From what he's saying to me, it seems very restrictive, right? That's just my personal view of what he's saying. I don't agree from what I've seen, the travels I've had in different countries I've been in, right? I don't see that being the truth. Like I see there's definitely some cultures that may be more restrictive, especially in their homelands where they have rules and regulations that can hold people to that standard. But we see people here who leave their house and have something in their book bag and they change before they go to school because they may look traditional at home, but when they get outside, they look like everybody else. Right? So that's what I'm saying. I don't believe that Black women exclusively have these privileges that I don't see only them having. I just don't see that to be the case. What you got? What you got first, Leanne? We did it. We did it. We wrapped that one up. Look at the Black women like this guy Vaughn. He gonna listen.
I'd like to hear more of what he's saying to find out what type of privileges he's talking about. Because
Doc, I bet you he couldn't.
See it.
I bet you he couldn't define it.
I bet you he could.
I bet you he 100% couldn't.
Because I can tell you in every employment situation, except for the last one, there was no privileges given. In social settings where there's not just people that look like me, there's no privileges given. So I would like to know what kind of settings he's talking about.
And you did say, it's funny because I think that what we see is what we see, right? So we see a lot of programs with people looking like us because that's in our algorithms. But even one of the first things that Leanne played, it was a white woman talking about not taking these food home, right? They were having a conversation about how they felt. So if we look, we can find what we want to find, right? I think that is also something to be said. But go ahead, Leanne, what you got?
You're going to want to listen to this.
According to psychology, people who go silent when something upsets or hurts them are often experiencing a coping mechanism called emotional withdrawal. I used to know a girl like that. She'd shut down mid-argument, completely silent, and I thought I was winning. I didn't realize her silence wasn't indifference, it was protection. Psychologists call it internalized emotional regulation. It happens when your nervous system learns that speaking up leads to pain, so you stop. It's not that she had nothing to say. She had full conversations in her head, explaining everything with perfect clarity. But when it came time to speak, the words disappeared. So she stayed quiet, and I got louder, thinking silence meant I was right, when really she just felt unsafe. I wish I understood all of this earlier. Some people shut down to survive, and what they need most is someone who sees the silence and still chooses to stay close.
When someone goes silent during conflict, it's almost never about not caring. It's usually a stress response called emotional withdrawal. Their nervous system has learned that speaking up leads to danger, so their body shuts down to stay safe. What looks like indifference is actually overwhelm. They're not out of words, they're out of emotional capacity, and silence becomes their shield. If you've ever done this or love someone who does, remember, this pattern comes from past hurt, not a lack of love. What helps most is calm, safety, and patience, not pressure. When people feel safe, their voice returns. Live the life you're meant to live and share with a friend who may benefit.
Wow, that was powerful. I just learned that a lot of the arguments I thought I won, I didn't.
And note that is a generalization. Some people aren't going through internalized emotional regulation just because they're silent. You know, these little blurbs that these people put on, you know, and make it sound like this is everyone and this is how it is. We gotta, you know, at it with some criticism or discretion.
Okay. See, that's why we got to have somebody with some sense on here, because I just thought, thanks, Doc. You just realized, you made me realize I won the arguments. Thank you. So thank you. Look at Doc wrapping it up for me, making me on point. But that's interesting. I think we do need to learn our partner's way of voicing their, you know, whatever they have on their heart, and understanding like that silence, if there is silence, what that means, or, you know, how to correspond with our partner the best way. Because sometimes, like I said, we may think that person is quiet because of this, that, or the next, and it could be something totally different. So we do have to practice talking to each other in a way that we learn the best way to convey whatever we're trying to get across. Leanne needs to learn how to do this because she's not good at it at all.
I'm sorry, what? What?
Okay, see how she said what just now? That was very confrontational. See that? So now I'm going to get quiet because her what kind of scared me.
What you mean?
Whoa! 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 I'm sorry.
I'm lost.
I'm sorry, Leanne. I didn't mean it. I was joking. Please don't hurt me. Vaughn, what do you think about that?
I have nothing to say.
Vaughn, did I make you lose your voice? I did not want you to lose your voice. I want to hear what you have to say. This is a safe space, Vaughn. It's a safe space. You can say whatever's on your heart. I hear what you're saying in your head, Vaughn. It's not nice.
Nah. I never heard of that before. That was kind of, I don't know, Doc, like you said, for a general statement. She's a doctor too? Was the lady a doctor?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you know what? And that's the tough part, because there's so many internet doctors or people posing as such. And you just don't know today. That's interesting. I'm a doctor.
Bullshit. Oh.
Wow. See that? This is what I'm talking about. It's not a safe space. That's why I can't spread any of my knowledge because of that type of response. It's not a giving response. I feel like it's not okay.
Come on.
Play something else, because I'm hurt right now. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling like my voice isn't being heard.
Some type of way. Make me feel some type of way.
It's not okay.
Men tend to be more unhappily married than men. Guys often think everything's fine.
Oh my God. So true. I actually had this conversation with a former partner where I said, in our relationship, I think if you never raised an issue, I think there'd never be an issue.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like everything was always fine. And every week she was coming to me with a problem. And had she not come to me with that problem, I think the relationship would have just been great.
Right.
That's how it felt.
Women tend to be more
So I see somebody's not in tune with other people and their feelings. Narcissist. Whoa. Very interesting. So they said women are more unhappy in relationships than men. Is that the truth? Doc suggests. Very interesting. I think a lot of times men suffer in pain. Statement. Yeah, I thought men suffer in silence more often.
General statement.
Well, if that's the case, why do women go file for divorce?
I think what he was insinuating is that men are living in oblivion while women are suffering in silence. I think that's kind of what he was alluding to.
Gotcha. I hear that. I think men just work through the pain. And actually, we're not allowed to feel the pain. So we don't feel it. We just work. Kind of like the guy was saying, like, I didn't know it was a problem. I'm just doing what I need to do until she brought something up. And basically, he's saying he never brought anything up because whatever it was, he had to get through it. So it's tough that we kind of both, in that case, both people are finding ways to get through, but not a healthy way. And that's the real problem. We need to be able to talk about issues and try to come to some resolution. We need to feel comfortable, talking to our partners. And I think a lot of times we're not. And that's really the problem. I know men a lot of times are not comfortable in saying, hey, this is a problem, because women be like, you're a bitch and that's why you need to get over it. See, that's why we can't say anything. See, Leanne went on mute just now. That's what she says. She says that a lot. Go ahead, Doc, what you got?
No, what did Lee say? Or what did
she
I
said?
Missed it.
When the man is coming to her trying to express a need he may have or something, she says he's a bitch and need to get over it.
Doc, I said none of that. I said nothing. I muted myself. And he just started throwing in the blame.
It doesn't make a space for men. Hey, Vaughn, is that correct? We don't really have safe space sometimes.
I don't know. I think it's it depends on the circumstance in a relationship.
Right.
Well, I have nice.
It is interesting, and I think that we need to make a safe space for both parties. Women need to stop complaining all the time, and men need to be able to express their feelings. So we got to meet in the middle somewhere.
Yeah.
Got to meet.
Well, why do guys find it hard to bring up issues?
Because we're bitches when we do. That's why. I mean, this is kind of easy.
We're emotional. Right.
Yeah. We can't. And again, it's not all, but a lot of times you feel like when you say something, you're looked at as less than a man, right? Like if you can't carry it the way that you perceive her to want you to carry it, you're less than. So now you just have to just hold it in and just deal with it, and then you become numb, right? So now you just work, come home, and you become a robot. You just do the things that are needed to do. And they're like, oh, you don't got any emotion. Well, you didn't killed it. You know what I mean? It was killed. And not be intentionally. And Vaughn, right? The cardboard man, right? That's a learned response. So we got to do better. And men definitely have to be able to share and feel comfortable sharing. And we also got to know in
I think
ourselves.
you make some valid points.
Yeah, we got to know in ourselves that it's not less of a man when you're sharing or you're talking about your needs or how you feel or whatever it is. You should be able to express that, and it doesn't make you less than. You know what I mean? So you can't do it to Leanne because she's going to say you're a bitch. That's just how she carries it.
As long as you know.
See, there you go. And the answer is, as long as you know. Give me something else, Leanne. This is it's true. It's tough. But we got to change some things because I think this culture right now is really trying to pit men and women against each other. And it's not okay. We got to really change something.
Whether we admit it or not, some of us Black women still feel some type of way when we see Black men date outside of us. And it wasn't until my son pointed out my behavior in my marriage with his father, where he was just like, Mom, you're the reason why I didn't want to be with a Black girl, because if that's how your woman acts, I don't want no parts of it. And I really had to take accountability for that and self-reflect. And then I thought about it. I was like, well, I thought about my friends and I thought about my childhood and how I grew up. And, I was always raised to be independent so that a nigga don't ever think that he could put you out. And then it's like, dang, that hyper independent mindset, although it had good intentions behind it, it really negatively affected us. And some of us, I can't speak for all Black women, women, but a lot of us, we love aggressively, even though we don't intend to. And we are also very controlling, even though we don't intend to. And because we're not healed and we be toxic, unless there is a man who is overly dominant and aggressive and put us in our place, because we love them types of toxic relationships. We don't know how to be docile and submit and love in a soft, gentle way, even though those be our internal intentions. It just don't come out that way.
What she say? Bullshit.
Really? I thought she was kind of on point. We see who she was talking about. Some people haven't gotten there, but I thought she said a lot of good things.
If her son turned to her and said, "Mom, the way that you acted impacted me this way," and she's repeating it, how's it bullshit?
Hey,
that don't.
Hey, good question, Vaughn.
The child is saying, "You fucked me up." What's bullshit about that? And it's a boy saying, it's a man saying it. I don't have my camera on. Me and you did the same exact thing.
Yeah. Crazy. He said, "I don't want what my mom is because I see how she acts."
And if this is the template,
come on now, Doc, what you got with this one?
All I'm gonna say is that doesn't mean he needs to go outside of the race, because it doesn't have to be because she's a black woman. It could just be because she was a woman raised the way she was raised, and from the environment she was from. So I don't know why I don't know if her son specifically said, "I don't want a black woman because of how you act," or if her son just said, "I don't want a woman the way that you act." Because it doesn't have to mean a color thing.
I think he said black woman.
That's why he black woman, because that's who raised them, and that's who he saw do what she did.
And you see this in I've seen this in every culture. So I hate when they just say black women, and try to paint this whole picture, because I've seen this in every culture where the kid is like, I can't take the way my mom is, and I don't want to be with anybody like her.
Okay, I agree, but I agree. But I would just want to roll back 10 minutes ago when I said, when you say black. Go ahead.
Well, from the comments, I'm sorry. Estelle Denise said she's 100% right. She kind of agrees with me and Vaughn. But go ahead, Vaughn, preach.
So I just want to roll back 10 minutes ago when I said, whenever you say black woman, that defense wall goes up. I just want to roll back to show that. I'm done.
It did go up.
And I agree with you on that, boy, because I wasn't raised that way, and I'm not like that in my relationship. None of my girlfriends are. So the people that I associate with, the women that are in my circle, we don't behave that way. So I can't just say, yeah, she's right.
Right.
This may be the women's first. Say that again.
I agree with you because
I said, yeah, I don't act that way either. And don't do that. Don't do that. You're a hater.
So check this out. Exactly what you said, Doc, is right.
Let Leanne finish, bro. Fast Ball. Go ahead, Leanne. Please finish before we jump on you.
But the way you say that when you say black women, the wall goes up. The wall goes up because black women get the brunt of a lot of things that's not due for us. That is the problem. Every time you turn around is what the black women did.
This was a black woman talking to y'all. Now,
she was talking to herself. First of all, she wasn't talking to me.
No. Go ahead. Chill with all that. Don't do that.
Don't do what? You cut me off.
Raising. No, I was talking.
No, I was talking.
I was talking because I responded. And Doc,
but you didn't let me finish my thought.
Fight.
Go ahead, Leanne.
Fight.
Go ahead, Leanne.
I don't got nothing
Go
to
ahead,
say
Lee.
now.
So, Doc, like
And
I
I'm gonna
was
say
saying, you are
I'm gonna
right.
say that my daughter, who is, I'm not gonna tell her age, but my daughter who is 35 is not like that. She just said herself she wasn't raised that way.
So,
The women in her
Hey,
circle
Vaughn.
don't act like that. So
Vaughn. Sometimes
Yeah.
can people observe themselves? That's the question I need to ask. Can you see yourself?
Look, I've been saying the same thing for like 5 minutes. Doc, you're right. And I never finished the statement. Doc,
ahead, Vaughn.
you are right. The man is saying what he said because not only his mom, but the women that were around him. That's not what I'm saying. If y'all listen to me.
Hey, Vaughn, we're seeing it right now live in person. What you say?
What I was saying is I agree with Doc. I'm actually agreeing with you, Doc. The man is not saying, he's saying that because the woman that raised him and the women that she brought him around showed him this is not what I want. She didn't bring him around people like you. That's all I was saying, which I could have said 10 minutes ago.
But you can't put the label black woman on it.
Oh my God.
She needs to talk in her I statements. That is her story. That is not black women's story.
Wait. Okay.
She said it's not her story, it's her son's story. That he's saying that he saw. You know what?
What are you talking about? The whole time she's talking, she's saying black women this, black women that, and her son said.
Well, wait.
There we go.
Let me go real fast.
Go ahead, Daryl.
I think we missed the point where she said, "I'm not speaking for all black women." She said that, right? She said, "I'm not speaking for all black women." She said, "This is my experience and experience of some black."
She said that, but then she contradicted herself by saying black women.
Exactly.
Right. I think when we again, like Vaughn said, the point that she said, I think we know it's no absolute. So that's why I think she put the caveat in there, kind of saying it's not all right. Now, I'm going to say that she's right in what she's saying in the sense that there are a lot of black women, and we could say black men. Maybe she was speaking from her point of view, that we come from a hurt place, right? We come from a lot of trauma that is undiagnosed, that hasn't been taken care of. That's just we have that as a people, right? So in our relationships, we carry a lot of that. So to sit here and act like we don't carry a lot of what she was saying, to me is disingenuous. It's not real. A lot of things she's saying, we see that in our communities. We can talk about a community in a way that points out some things that we do that are not so good, and we don't have to get so defensive about it. Like, we don't have to take it on turn that nobody does this. No, a lot of us do this, right? Because we're hurt people. So don't act like everybody is so well. Like, some people here we talk about a lot of time have had some therapy, have had some different experiences, and come from a different place. But a lot of people, especially that look at it, don't think therapy is okay, are still living in a place where we're not getting the help we need, and are entering into these relationships broken and coming with these problems. You can come with that face. See that face right there? That's the face we're talking about. The face we're talking about right there. See, I see the trouble in that face. Okay.
No. You know what? What I'm going to say is the problem is people love not taking responsibility for their own actions and their own trauma. It makes it very easy to group a group of people together to say this. But not all of us had that same experience. Not all of us grew up around a bunch of people that got a bunch of trauma and be doing a bunch of crazy stuff because of their trauma.
Mm-hmm.
That's her experience with her son, with her trauma, and whoever raised her and whatever she was raised around. It don't apply to all black women or black women just because she is a black woman.
Exactly.
Once again, she contradicted herself by starting with, I'm not speaking for all black women, but they're saying that everything that she is referring to is a black woman problem.
So,
See how loud it got, y'all.
So real quick, right?
See how loud it got from that black woman.
We agreed.
Hey, Vaughn, you see the head moving? Man, ain't nobody got no attitude. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Vaughn.
We agreed with everything that she just said. We agreed with that. And we said, remember, we said, because
that's a me thing. That's a personality thing.
Keep going. There it is. This is it. Go ahead, keep going. Go ahead. Give me some more. Tell me more about myself. Hey, see how loud it is over there? Woo, boy. Hey, fellas, think about being with this. It's a long night. It's going to keep going. You thought the argument was over. It's going to come back. No, I think the point is a trigger warning when she said black women, but it's okay. I can say black men.
But see, you said black woman just now. This is what I said. This is what I said before.
What she say, Doc?
She said, y'all need to watch 90 Day Fiance because a lot of the women in these other countries have a lot of these same issues and they don't look nothing like us.
So, but that's the thing. No one said it was exclusively to something. So now if we're talking about cancer, right? We can talk about cancer being this, that, or the next. It doesn't mean any other thing is that not that or doesn't share that. We're saying, but specifically, let's talk about black men. Black men have some of the same issues that she spoke about the emotional intelligence not being there, about anger or not being able to commit, these type of things. These are some things that black men are dealing with. I'm okay saying that this is something that as a whole we deal with. I'm not saying every single man, but as a whole, this is something we deal with. We have to be better at relating to our black women. I can say that, and it doesn't bother me to say that it's okay that it happens, that it is a truth that sometimes we're not the best. We don't listen. We don't share our emotions. These are things that we can say. You don't see Vaughn jumping up like, no, he's not telling the truth. He's not talking to all black men. It's just that black man. Speak for yourself. No, it's okay. We have issues that we can talk about as a whole, but we don't mean every single person. So if it's not you, then don't holler. Hit dogs holler.
If it don't apply, let it fly.
I don't want to hear that because
I know you don't.
Because
I know.
Because y'all, not y'all, but people.
Here we go.
Not y'all, but people throw around the black woman tropes constantly, and we get tired of hearing them. So when we say, hey, back up off me, back up off the black woman thing, because that is not my story, that is not my attachment, but people feel like they can just keep going and keep adding to the whole black woman this, black woman that. It's exhausting.
So I have a question. Do we think, and I'm gonna say again, as a whole, we don't mean everybody, are there some issues with black women?
Yes.
Okay. So all I'm saying is there's issues with black women, there's issues with white women, and I bet you white women have conversations that you can talk about white women, black women, whatever.
But we don't get that story as much as you get black women. There's no way you can say that.
What's your algorithm like? What's your algorithm like?
Something real? That's what I was gonna say. Now, Daryl, let me ask. Y'all remember before when we had this conversation before, and Daryl said, you have to watch. Like they're only showing portions of this. They're only showing us in these lights. And y'all all agreed because I was making a statement. Now, how come that don't apply to this?
Right.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know you don't.
So again, if you propaganda, if you just see the same things over and over in your algorithm, you start to believe that's all that's being talked about. But again, other races, other cultures, they probably have these conversations in their groups that we're not involved in. We just are the dominating culture, so everything's going to be about us, and they want to keep us down, so they're going to propagandize things and make it and it's almost like they don't want you. They want to make it harder for people to say, look inward, and say we need things to fix. Because as soon as you hear, like Vaughn said, Black woman, it goes to a defense, like you said, because you're so tired of hearing it. But there are some things that we could talk to Black women about. There are some things we could talk to Black boys about, Black men about, Black girls about. Because again, there's no other bad girls or baddies East club shows where girls are fighting on the show, promoting this type of attitude and things of that nature. That's not being promoted anywhere else, but that's indoctrinating our young. So if we keep acting like there's not a problem, we don't ever get to fix that said problem. We don't get to address it. So again, what I would say, what this girl is saying, I was start by saying, this is not all of us, but there are some people out there that can benefit from what she said. There are some people that are having the same problem that she said that could need some help, to maybe not to be that person. I'm not saying she did, but I'm saying everybody doesn't have cannot express what they say maybe the best. We can reframe things to say it a different way. But instead of getting defensive, because we get defensive, we never get to the nooks and crannies of what's going on. We're just fighting it.
But
you're right.
Many women in that situation could benefit from what she's saying, as opposed to just Black women. She could have said women who have trauma, women who have been raised in XYZ, women who have experienced DV or whatever. You know, she could have been phrased in that way where it didn't have to say Black women.
It could have been, but
so,
the other thing
to your point, I think that a lot of women could benefit. A lot of women from other cultures could benefit if they're in that situation.
We have to be consistent, because when we said Black Lives Matter and they said all lives matter, we said, but we're talking about Black lives right now. It's the same conversation. We're talking about a Black woman thing. Yes, it can benefit all people, but if we want to work on us, we need to talk about us and be able to talk about us getting defensive. That's all I'm saying. Now, I again, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead. What y'all talking about over there? Take it off mute. We want to hear it. Now, share.
No, the difference is when you talk about Black Lives Matter, you talking about a people being disenfranchised versus a woman going through her own personal struggle like other women. There's a difference. You be consistent. That's not the same.
Do you think that there's a whole bunch of women experiencing the same struggle, or just that woman?
But that's what Doc said. Other women with trauma. Other women with
so wait a minute, real quick.
Black women right now, because are you guys on here talking about what's best for white women? Is that what we're doing? Are we talking about what's best for white women? I don't think we are.
So she talking to y'all.
All right. So if you want to be more specific, she could have said Black women with trauma, Black women raised in certain environments. She could have did it that way.
Right. You're right. I did say we can reframe, because sometimes people don't have the words to say. She told from her experience what she saw with the Black women she knew and what she did and how it affected her son. Right. So she's trying to tell us, this is what affected my son. And I see the issues in what I was doing. She said, I was doing this as a Black woman. Right. So she didn't say all women. I hear you. But I don't think she meant all women. I think she meant there's a lot of women I know like me, and you may benefit from this. Go ahead, Ron.
So, Alona, what are you saying? So there's a person that's on here saying there was a behavior that I had that traumatized my child. Let me put out this disclaimer to my family, to my people, and y'all got defensive about it? Like someone is saying there's a problem. I caused the problem, and I know somebody else can do the same thing. Somebody that looks like me that's going to affect our children. And y'all get defensive about it?
Because there's I got a problem with you, yo. And then there's your dumb ass.
Nobody said that.
Yada 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 yada.
Nobody said.
Nobody said
the
that.
way I said, listen.
See, there we
the
go.
Way she
Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me.
No, don't cut me off
I'm
no
not a
more.
child.
Sick of this.
I didn't cut you off. I wasn't even
You
talking to
did
you.
cut me off.
Fight.
No,
fight.
you just yelled.
You jumped into
Out
what
the
I'm
blue.
talking about and not letting me finish talking. Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Leanne, go ahead.
Fine.
Go ahead and talk.
Fine. I talk when I'm ready to talk, though.
There goes that non-combative black woman. She's nothing like the woman that she's talking about. She's nothing like the woman she was talking about.
There's two ways to say something.
Okay.
And what she said and how she said it came off wrong.
To you.
To me.
Right. Okay. I agree.
To me.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. And like I said, I agree to that. I see how it could be off-putting, as you guys said. Because when I hear that, I don't think she means everybody, but I can see how some people could take offense to it. But my other question is, has a man ever said that you were combative? Doc, Leanne, has that ever came up before? No, never. Okay, Doc's cool. Leanne?
I'm always combative.
Okay, cool. So she was talking to you.
Not even with men. Not even with men. But that's neither here nor there.
But a man who was with you could have said, I had this experience. I met black women who were very combative. I've been very combative myself. I can say this, right? It doesn't take any way to say at times it could be both. I think that we need to stop being so defensive, and we can reframe it real quickly and say, this isn't everybody. Disclaimer. I know she said everybody. And I think she would concede, like she said, oh, that's not everybody. This is what, anecdotally, this is what I know. Cool. Now let's move on and say, how can we help that person who has those issues? Right. And then outside of us, we can say this, like I said, this does affect a lot of people, not just black women, not just white women, not just any certain type of woman. Women in general, men in general have these issues because we are sometimes lacking emotional intelligence and we don't know how to talk to each other. That goes over. That's everyone for the most part. But I'm saying sometimes we want to talk about us in general. Like for me, as black men, I know there's things we need to work on. And those are things I would talk about. And I would say as black men, and I would hope everyone knows, I don't mean every single black man, but this is something that's pervasive in our culture, and we need to deal with it. Like, and I could say that and not be as defensive. Go ahead, Leanne.
I want y'all to know that I might never pick these type of clips again because I am outdone right now. You understand me? I'm livid.
Right. And that's because you became...
My ears is up.
Yeah, you became defensive of a black woman. And this goes to show the trauma that you have, and I'm being real, that is really affecting you because you feel like the world is dumping on you guys because you're a black woman. So I understand that, right? Because as a black man, I feel the same way. I feel like the world is dumping on me more than anybody else. That's my lived experience. So I can't minimize anybody's experience. But I hear what you're saying, but we do have to find a way to talk about these things if, as a whole, as a culture, as a people, we're going to move forward. We have to be able to find these conversations and be able to talk about them without the feeling. Because I think that's what they're doing on purpose, so we don't talk about it, so that it becomes so negative, it becomes so charged that we can't get to any resolution. Like I said, we haven't even talked about really what she said. In depth, we talked about what she said and how it's not true for all. Just for her.
And Lee, and
yeah,
I apologize because I should protect you more than attack you. You know, as my sister, I should. You push the button. Like you said, there's certain trauma
I'm
things.
known to push buttons.
I know. And Daryl will tell you I am very reactive I've been reactive I'm a dog. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta have this because without it, we don't get to understand each other. So the best way to ever think about me is this: even when you're upset, if we were in a place together, we walk in together, I'm walking out with you. If hell break out, I'm gonna stay there with you. So no matter how much we argue or we fight, I'm at your hip no matter what. All right.
All right. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So what did we learn today? Right? We learned
I don't like this girl, yo.
Vaughn, as an intelligent, emotionally intelligent man, was able to think about what happened, process it, and come back with an apology. Leanne said thanks.
But that's big for Leanne because Leanne don't say thanks.
Like I said,
yo, I didn't. But Leanne, I don't expect you to apologize because one, if you real about what you said, stand on that and stay on that. You'll never have to apologize to me for being you.
No, that's not true. Because what?
No, Daryl, that's for you. That's for you.
No. I'm saying this is for anybody. The way we speak to each other should be in a way that's respectful, right? So we shouldn't be raising our voice at each other. No, we should never be raising our voice at each other. That's anybody, both of us, right? Even if we get hot, we need to not take it up a level with each other. So if she apologized for raising her voice or coming back at you, I would be okay with that because we shouldn't do that. We should never do that.
This is what I'm saying. Like when we had that conversation, we got there. Now we learning each other's language. So I know how to talk to her. She knows how to talk to me. Everybody got a certain way of communicating. That's what I mean when I say we learn each other's language. Like I know how you are. I knew immediately after I apologized and you went to talk, you was gonna say something slick. I knew you was gonna say something to mess with. No, you was getting ready to. You said, and Leanne said, "Thank you." I knew you would do that, but
because
you're not
we
malicious. That's you.
Yes, this is what it is.
And that's how you get your point across.
Well, I get off Doc's couch.
I think we get into the year review.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, right. Let's do that real quick.
What do you mean? I don't know. That's why I get the number because I want to get to know you further and hit it. Now, as we talk, we will see where it goes. And it's funny, women are being dishonest right now because I've heard on this program.
I'm sorry.
So, any thoughts on this? Who wants to go first?
It's nonsense. I disagree.
Okay.
Because a man doesn't have to stay. Men do use women, just like sometimes women use men for having a home and using my car and all different types of other stuff, getting my food stamps. Come on. It's not because you love me, it's because you live comfortably here.
Wow.
Like you live leveled up. You don't have to be a side, you can be a main. But if you are going to be a side, make sure they get full. Don't let them just dibble and dabble down there. You fill them up.
No.
And make sure your cup is overflowing.
I think you should be noble and confident, and you don't have to worry about lowering yourself if you know how to communicate, convey, and don't worry about what people feel. I heard 50 say that. He said some people would take it as confidence.
That's why you better than other people.
Yes.
Why do women not view pregnancy as special? Why would you want to think that with other men?
Okay, you ready for my answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe she does value it, and does that her being with another man measure how much she values her pregnancy?
Yes. Absolutely. I had a meeting this week where someone told me I was being mean to them and I should apologize to them. And I said, I don't feel like I'm being mean to you and I'm never going to apologize to you.
You had to throw the never in there.
That's very humble. That's humble.
Yes. Yes, but since everybody was throwing around I statements and they were saying, I feel like you were being mean to us and I feel like you deserve we deserve an apology. I said, I don't feel like I did anything wrong and I ain't never apologizing. So what do you feel about this? You're at a party with your daughter and the cake comes out and says she got the best nana ever.
I'd have flipped the cake.
What are your responses?
Cake, table, boyfriend, everybody. I'm a tear this up. What? I hope your family here, because my brother with me. We gonna light this whole situation up. Dad, you gonna be mad at me forever. What? Dad did a good job at leaving.
Right. Doc, what do you think? I see.
I think Dad did the appropriate thing and left.
Right.
He did the control thing.
Yeah,
The
he left.
appropriate thing would have put his
Well, Doc, for yourself, your daughter had a cake like that at a party. What do you think?
That cake would be all over him.
Exactly.
All over him. Not knowing I'm coming and you bring out some mess like that.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Violence.
This is disrespectful. That's a cake for you and her in private.
Never hear about it.
Right.
I don't need to know that information.
Right. Don't let me go to cake. I mean, go to your refrigerator a day later and see the cake in there, and I'm like, let me get some of this. What the hell? Leanne, what do you think?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like Doc said, he'd have been wearing that cake. You'd have had to fight me.
Yep. That'd have been a
You'd have
bad
been
night.
stand your ground that way that day, and I'd have been standing mine.
For real.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, I think that's crazy, insane. How do we? I seen something that said the dude was like, he was at a date and he had to wait until the cash hit his bank account. So he had to sit there and talk for an hour until the cash came in so he could pay for dinner. But that's undue pressure that is being put on men as well. I don't know what pressures women have, but you gotta navigate. Like, if I don't pay, am I gonna be looked at differently? If I don't take her somewhere special, I'll be looked at differently. I really like her. She's I think she's very attractive. I want to see her again. So, but I can't take her to coffee because that may not be looked at as a date. I'm too good to go to Applebee's. So it's very interesting and it's very difficult. Now I wouldn't have that problem because you don't want to go to. First of all, Applebee's is top of the line for me. So that's I'm letting y'all know. Applebee's is 4 star. You don't get Applebee's until about a year in. That takes you gotta work. You go jump and get Applebee's around here, okay? Applebee's is 4 star. Don't play.
Now that you know whether or not you want to get to know a person further.
What do you mean? I don't know. That's why I get the number because I want to get to know you further and hit it. Now, as we talk, we will see where it goes. And it's funny, women are being dishonest right now because I've heard on this program, men can talk themselves out of it. You okay?
What's that?
Leanne, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
I heard something bang. I thought something fell.
That wasn't me.
Oh,
Probably Vaughn.
Hi, Doc. No, Ruth, I missed you very much. I cried all last week. I didn't.
No, you did not. You talked about me like a dog.
I didn't get to see my team.
I played it back. Y'all talked about me like a dog. That's a bit much. Doc, I told you to keep them, checked out.
They went rogue. I was not knocking them.
Dude, did he lose his spouse or something, or no?
Yes.
So he lost his spouse.
Yes.
She caught him in that little grieving space. Yep. Got you. I got you.
Yep.
You right, Daryl.
He didn't catch him in the grieving space.
You right, Daryl.
Listen, when I was grieving,
I thought you was closing this out.
Right.
But now Vaughn brought some new material.
No, I didn't. I just bought the old. See, look at this guy.
Ronnie says, "Move on."
Don't move on, Ronnie. We ain't doing that. All I'm saying with the grieving part, when I was grieving, I had to take it on myself. Said I was grieving. That's why I moved the way I moved. I can't blame the other person for how I acted or allowed myself to act when I was grieving. Smart man.
When Jolene says, "Yes, move on." Laugh out loud.
Really, Jolene? That's what you're gonna do? Move on, Leanne.
put something on the screen.
Yeah,
What am I putting on the screen?
Okay, do what you gonna do, Leanne. Whatever you're gonna do, you do next.
Why? What am I doing next? What am I doing?
See
We
how they
haven't
treat
talked
me?
about this. So for the fact that
See
you
how they
said,
treat me?
yeah, and
that was
putting
good.
me on the chopping block
Yeah.
because you pissed off at everybody else. Don't bring that.
What you say?
I said combative.
Let it play out.
over here to me.
Leanne,
Give me
don't
that
use
energy.
me. You're using me right now, Leanne, for ideas.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah, you gotta protect yourself.
Are you using me for old ideas, Leanne?
What is you talking about?
You're using me for old ideas. That's what it is, young girl.
No. Wow.
What are
No.
we gonna do next, Leanne? Where are we going?
I thought we were doing.
So let's go.
You hear the disrespect in that?
There was no disrespect.
I want to pay a little attention. Pay a little
How
attention.
many times we ask somebody to put something on the screen? I mean, it's just
Pay a little attention.
I didn't realize I was kicking it off.
you got the 100 songs.
Oh, dang, Lee, you got 100 songs?
I don't have 100 songs, but I
You know-
have quite a few.
You know, you try to be a one-upperer. You're always trying to outdo somebody. So
Do the most famous part is what is it? I can't
I'll
think of it.
never break
That's-
your heart. I swear.
Oh, I
Yeah.
swear.
You know,
let's do another one. 'Cause that was
Be there. That was so.
What you mean? That was bad.
that
that's
was
the
we
only
didn't give
part
it
I
time.
recognized was you'll
Give
never
it time
cry.
to decipher it. Ruth just hit a note that I ain't never heard before.
That's I swear.
I sure will start singing.
All right, do another one, please.
Let me get my
Here's one.
microphone.
All right, go ahead, Doc.
Go
Go ahead, Doc.
There'll be no darkness tonight. Lady, our love will shine.
Mike, I got it.
Go ahead, Vaughn.
What's the lyric?
That's Michael Jackson.
No, you gotta
the rest
finish
of
No
the
it.
darkness
lyric? You gotta-
tonight. Lady, your love will shine, lighting the light.
Yes.
Go ahead, Vaughn. Go ahead.
Yep, Michael Jackson.
There it is.
Go ahead. Let me give him the mic. Go ahead. That is good, Vaughn.
Yeah.
All right, who got one? Anybody got any? Who's next? Who got one? Leanne.
Oh, this is Leanne's show.
We gotta do this again.
Somebody call in if you want to try to get one of these songs.
Well, yeah. We're doing this one for all the ladies. Huh? H-Town Boys kicking it with my boy Luke for the 9-3.
Somebody rocking, knocking the booth.
Hey,
Hey.
Oh,
Last we live.
recognize that. Okay.
I sure didn't either.
No.
When he said Luke, I'm like, I know what this is. And he said H-Town Boys. It's H-Town.
Yeah.
That
I
song-
think you should
that
have
song
to
was the
sing the
anthem
first
to a
part so
whole
we can get
lot
in the
of-
vibe up there.
Not gonna sing.
Okay. I mean, I got you.
Now she
I give vocals is what I do.
Okay.
All right,
So if I have
I got 'em.
to, I will.
Yeah.
All right, well, I got another one. I had some problems and no one could seem to solve them.
But you found the answer. Hey. I told you. I don't know the rest.
No, when we go to man, we don't know it. You gotta say,
You just said it. The way it's alive. We sang
no,
it.
not you, boys. Like, man.
I did the first part and Vaughn took over the second part. We did it together.
I don't know what man is. I was like, man. I don't remember that part. Is that the
I
remix?
did the first part, Vaughn did the second part.
So with
Daryl be going at everybody.
Everybody.
I don't. That's not true.
The disrespect
Nobody is safe.
at a high level.
I don't.
He said
I
when
don't.
you go yeah.
You don't know. You don't know.
You know.
The question is, was I wrong? It all boils into, was I wrong? And we had a fun year. It was a fun year. Another year. About to wrap up.
and it's been good. I really thank everybody for joining us. I thank you guys for coming on each week and giving your thoughts and opinions, and Leanne and Vaughn arguing. I just love the love that is given here. And I really appreciate everybody, all you guys and all the guys who sign in. So I just want to thank everybody. What you guys got to say before we get out of here? Leanne, what you got?
Come back to me. I got you. You come back to me.
Okay. Vaughn, what you got?
Yeah, it's been interesting in them. I've had a ball. I'm having a ball. So, you know what I mean? It's some answers that I've gotten the answers to some stuff.
Doc, how about you? Your wrap up, Doc.
Oh, I was gonna say I think it's good to have these discussions, but we must do it in a healthy way.
Right.
And be respectful of each other's opinions. That's it.
Even
So like you said, a lot of these discussions need to be had.
Yes.
But some people don't have the emotional maturity to have these discussions.
That's what it really is.
That's it. Nah, that's it. And so, first off, the maturity.
Here we go.
I don't have it.
Hold on, man.
Looking for me to be mature. It ain't over here. That's not my story to tell. What I will say is, I will I will try to learn to be better. There you go. And
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And this year has been a year to have been had. And we are just grateful. I don't want to speak for anybody else. I am just grateful that it's over.
Don't pull up no nonsense, Leanne. Don't pull up no nonsense. Don't pull up nada. Giddy. Don't dare pull up any nonsense. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay? So
all right, that's all I had to say.
Okay, good.
Happy holidays.
Right.
See y'all in the next year.
It's been fun hanging out with you guys. This is part of my self-care on Fridays.
It really is. And it's crazy because people don't know, Doc was on another show, brought me up, and we just continued it. And it's really been good. Like, it was kind of like, should we do it? Should we not? And we did it, and it's going well with the addition of Leanne, Vaughn, and even Ruth. It's been fun, man, and I think we have good times and great conversations, and hope people. And I'm definitely learning things from you guys. Not really, but I want you guys to keep.
Disrespect is on another level.
So. But yeah, so it's been a great year. We want everybody to enjoy the rest of your years. You guys be safe, have a happy New Year's, and this will be our last show for the year. But we will be back in January, back at it, pumping out some new things, and we're gonna have some more game nights and things of that nature. Do some things just to have some fun. But again, if you guys have any ideas or want to join us, it's a Cash App. You can send us some money. Or just email us and tell us what you guys want to talk about. Leanne, are you done?
I'm been.
Okay, because I know you be clicking, you be trying to pop up some weird stuff. But we're gonna say, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everybody. Vaughn, you got something to say?
Nah, man. I'm just waiting to see if something come on the screen. I'm waiting on you are.
Hey, I chose to be nice this year.
Yeah,
I chose to be nice because I was about to go in the archives and put up side by sides of somebody saying one thing and then saying another thing.
That doesn't happen.
But, I said, you know what? Don't be petty.
It doesn't
Don't
have
be
to
petty. Let's end the year petty
petty.
list.
Okay. Well, hey, again, we really thank everybody for riding with us. Please continue to join our Facebook group. It's growing. Please help us grow. Jump over on that YouTube group, right? Just like it, share it. Just help us get in the algorithm where they'll pump us out more, so more people see us, more people get this word, get this knowledge, right? Yes. And also our TikTok, go there. There's a lot of clips and things there that from the show. Just hit everything up, so we can teach and spread these spread our wisdom that we don't suggest you follow. Okay. So everybody have a good night. Happy holidays. Happy New Year's. Have a good night. Erica,
bye.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We loved your non-fictional. We loved your.
We're gonna say we loved your nonsense. Stop.
Hey, have a good night, everybody. Leanne, do your thing. Hit the button.